Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, and look at who is back.
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
She's back. All right, let me, where's that? Let me pull up there we go. All right, so, Mrs. Gigi, do we want to go like this, or let's do this? Oh, wow, look at how close we are. I think that will work for now.
Whoa, yeah.
All right, so, it seems to be working really good. I forgot to mention when we weren't live yet. I was having a heck of a time with my computer yesterday with Beth streaming, but
Oh,
it seems to
okay.
be doing really well right now. So I don't know. I worked with it for yes, right. I worked on it for a couple hours last night, so hopefully it is now fixed. And so, anyways, oh, and Mrs. Gigi, I hit 1,000 while you were gone.
Ooh, congratulations.
Oh, hi, Candy. Welcome. If you can
Hello,
share it out,
Candy.
we're at kind of a weird time and a weird day, but maybe not for long. It might not be weird. Might be normal. So welcome back. You want to throw any good news and tell everybody about where you went and what went on during your trip,
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah,
or
I
you
am
can
back.
say it. I mean, I don't know if you're going to do it on your channel or, hey, Marita.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, hello, Marita. Yeah, I went to visit relatives in Switzerland, and with all that, lots of festivities. Everybody wanted to, almost had a schedule from house to house where to go.
Yes.
Um, yeah, it was
I know
wonderful
from
time.
being, living so far away, I know what that's like.
Yeah, it
You
was.
beg them and try to get them to come to you, but unfortunately it doesn't happen, and you want to see everybody, and
Yeah,
you end up traveling and seeing everybody.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It was a wonderful time, and all of our family needed that really. So yeah, but I'm glad to be back.
Yes, we are
Yeah,
happy to have you back. Extremely happy, actually.
it's
So,
always.
so you want to tell people what we do? It's been a little while. It's been well, what did we do? About
Yeah.
5 weeks. So,
Oh, 5, 6 weeks. I have no
ugh,
clue.
yeah, oh yes,
I'm.
because I was gone too. I forgot I was
Yep,
gone. So,
yep.
yeah.
Almost the whole summer. I don't
Heck,
know
we
what.
might not even know what we do.
Yeah, that's the thing. I actually had to look through the list here and everything because I kind of didn't remember. Yeah, but this is our small little journals. We have one prompt each week, and yeah, I don't know. It has been a really long time. Of course, there is a prompt for this week in Sweden. I don't know. Is it a thing in the US to have like a week number? Because I don't think that is it.
No, but I believe well, military, I know go by days. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
the 264th day,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
but
because
not
it's.
not most people really, associate that number. They look at it's the month and the day and the year.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, because here in Sweden we have, for instance, this week is week 32
mhm.
out of 52 in the whole year. So yeah,
I wish
and of
they would
course,
teach that, right? That'd make more sense.
yeah,
Because it's because we know there's 52 weeks in a year. Well, what significance really do we use that for? Except I don't know how many pay weeks there are, and it would make more
yeah,
sense
I don't
if
know.
we use that number a little bit more often.
Hmm. Mm, yeah, I don't know. I've looked at the prompt for this week. It wasn't really fun, but I thought that we could do like the prompt since last time.
Like, do all
Yeah,
how
what
many
what
do we need
what
to
have you
how
been
many do
up
we need
to?
how
Six,
many do we
7. I don't even know. Since
we
last
don't even
time.
know how many we have to pick up on.
Um, the thing is, looking through,
Whew.
I could take last week's prompt, but that's kind of where I went. a place you want to visit.
Oh, that was last week's?
Yep.
Okay.
This week's is magic. I don't know. Do you wanna go with both maybe?
Well, I mean, we kind of have to do them all, right? So I wonder, should we just maybe take down all the ones we've missed and kind of just play with them for the,
Yeah, absolutely.
let's do that. Go ahead and let me write them all down in no special order, I think. Magic and a place I want to visit.
Yep. Let's see, 20. I think I have week 25 here somewhere. And that's June, somewhere in
It
June.
looks like 6/16 was the last time, but it looks like we did maybe 2 that day.
Yeah, 24 and 25. I think that's the last thing we did. Yep, and then we had the last two for the previous weeks were this week was magic. Last week was a place you want to visit. The week before that is your dream house. And then something really fun. A character you like, but in cowboy style. That could be fun.
In Cabo? I don't know what that is.
Cowboy.
Oh, cowboy. Oh.
Yeah. That could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
An animated movie character in your own style. And then Ghost.
Oh, man. Okay. They were
1,
really
2,
challenging us.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, those were the ones. And this week is magic, so I don't know.
Okay. Candy, these were old ones. These were old sticks. That was I can't remember what the prompt was, but do you remember what that prompt was that I could have used the stick that we did on 6 last time? I don't remember what the prompt was. Candy was worried I couldn't use the sticks.
Oh, how can you use? Oh, yeah, but those were the older. Yeah, I remember you doing that.
I don't know, but some of these prompts have been rough on me.
Yep. I don't know which one I did. 25.
Maybe something we enjoy doing, or that's what.
Yeah, something. Yeah, like yeah. Let's see. Your could it be? Let's see, 24 and 20. Yeah, there was a combination of your favorite hobby and what you want to be in the future.
Yeah. What did I decide? Oh, I create, and that's what I did. Okay. All right. So here are the prompts that we can try to use today. Magic, place I want to visit, your dream house, character you'd like to be in cowboy style, an animated character that you like in your style, I believe is what, or something like that.
Your own style. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then ghosts. Which I have an idea for the ghost thing. Because don't some people call when you mask something? Don't they call that ghost?
Yeah, ghosting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's what I'm going to do for the ghost thing to start this off.
If
I can find the ghost stuff. Oh.
And I'm thinking your dream. Oh, and you said your dream house, didn't you?
Yes, your dream house.
Your dream
Mine
house.
would have tons of ramps and
Yeah.
An elevator probably, so I could have a 2-story.
Mm-hmm. The place you
Hey,
want to
Cass,
visit.
how are
Oh,
you?
hello, Cass. Um, the place you want to visit. Let's see.
Does she fit? No.
I think I'm gonna start out with a little doodly thing.
All right. Look at how floofy my rainbow book is getting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been working hard
Oh,
with
I
that.
love it when they look like that.
I know it's really turning out really great. So much better than I thought. I thought it was going to just kind of end up being a book that I kind of just do to do, and then it kind of gets pushed away. But I've been really having a lot of fun with it.
Let's see.
All right. I could make my house and put a ghost in it.
Yeah, could definitely.
Oh wait, I can make a ghost a cowboy.
Is that our? Yep, I am back. Yeah.
She is. Woohoo!
Been on
Back from
vacation.
having fun. She had to come back to real life.
Yeah. We had a moment there, like, oh, can't we stay just a little bit longer? And the funny fact is that my husband and the kids, they are still on vacation, so they were like, "Oh, mom, can't you just take a flight home or something, so we can stay?"
They're like, "Bye, mom. See ya." They didn't care. They're like,
Yeah, I
"Go
had to
ahead.
go. Yeah, I had to go back to work, so
We'll
that's
we'll see you when you get when we get back, if we come back."
no.
Thanks, kids.
So we haven't really we have talked since you came back, but it feels like haven't really been talking for ages.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Kaz. My mom has that issue and she has to have them wrapped constantly. Like the nurse has to come in and wrap her legs and yeah,
Oh,
my stepdad had that. So that's not fun. Not fun at all. She hurts when she walks. Not a fun little disease to have. Sorry that you have to deal with that. One day at a time though, Kaz, one day at a time.
oh, absolutely. So I haven't really been around internet at all because we don't really, for one, we have decided in Switzerland that we are not going to have any sort of internet connection to the house, like
Woohoo!
Wi-Fi or anything. So I haven't really been doing a lot of internet apart from, if we were in the city that where they had like, community Wi-Fi type situation. So I haven't been around at all. What
Yeah,
have I
I'm
missed?
glad that you don't do that. I wish, when I go on the cruise, when our, that type of thing, I
Mm-hmm.
don't pay to have it. It's to me, it's like, no, this is perfect. This is like the perfect time where I can say no internet, that it's something extra I'd have to pay for anyway. So no, I don't pay for it. But I think they're getting more and more to where, people are like, no, that's part of everyday life. And so they're starting to, I think they're going
Yeah,
to make it more of it's not going to be like an extra. I think it's going to be something that they start adding in, but I hope not because I love getting away and not worrying about checking
yeah,
my phone and stuff. But but not everybody. I'm like one of the only ones that, well, that does not look like a cowboy. That looks like um
It could
Or
be.
what are those like? You see the Mexican bands, mariachi.
No, yeah.
That kind of hat. Okay. I need to make it. I need to make it a 10-gallon hat. I need to fix this. That's not it. Right. I'm not sure this is going to look like a cowboy hat, but she's going to look like she's in a sunbonnet.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is this cowboy? I'm trying to think, like, what am I doing that makes it look like a cowboy hat? Maybe shading ghost-wise. If you're a ghost, you either look like you don't. There's no looking like a cowboy because the hat looks like a sun hat. Too bad. Too bad, ghosts. You have to wear. I'm giving it the little divot in the head. There you go.
Mm-hmm. These will symbolize the swirly roads of Switzerland,
Now
which
she
is the
looks like a
place that I
pirate.
want to visit.
Now she looks like a pirate. That's okay. Close enough. Pirate, cowboy. All right, Marita. Am I saying that, Marita? I'm close.
Marita. Yeah,
Marita.
yeah. It's a little bit of a strange sometimes with, combining Swedish names and saying it in English.
But but how do I say that? Bjorn?
Björn.
But say it again.
Is it bear? Or
Yes,
the name,
bear.
yeah, Björn.
Bjorn. PewDiePie named his baby that, and I've been practicing trying to say it because we always called it
Björn.
baby
Yeah.
Bjorn, but he let us know that we've been saying that wrong.
Yep.
And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know. But yeah, was always that was like a very popular like baby carrying like a little carrier for on the front of you.
Hmm.
Ba-
Oh, I
ba-
don't.
but he made it clear that letter is difficult for foreigners to say.
Yep. Hmm.
And but he named his baby that. I thought that was a pretty neat name.
Yeah.
And hearing it
That's
that way, I
something.
was able to say it when he was saying it, but he looks so happy. I talk like he's my bestie, like I know him, but it was
Yeah.
just so
Have
weird
you
to
followed
see him
him
grow up.
since?
Yeah,
Have you
we've been
followed
watching him
him like?
since and now he's like this happy young man with a baby, and it's like, where's that goofy kid that was playing video?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a difference now. Yeah.
For real.
Let's see.
Someday people will be saying that to me. They'll be like, remember that young Rebecca at 50? Yeah, I turned the big
Yeah.
doing this. If I'm doing this that long, they'll be like, remember her? She was so sweet. And then she turned into that old haggy lady. That grumpy old lady that lived in a shoe. Nobody knew what to do.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I think a gray.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned, because with my oldest kid's birthday coming up, you realize yourself getting older and older, and like, what's happening?
I know why. I think that's really what has hit me is graduating. It hit me,
Oh, yeah.
It's my one and only, I don't. Yeah, it's really. I'm having a rough time with it, but I'm working through it. slowly.
It's a little bit of a strange feeling there.
I wish I had, I know I would feel sadness if, I had other kids, but I think, it has to be a little different to where, you have those other kids you still have to worry about, or one kid, even just the one kid, you know?
You know,
And then when they all aren't there anymore, I bet you that's when it's sorry, Mrs. Gigi, but I bet you that's really rough because, I just had the one and it was pretty quiet, but when you have
uh-huh.
more than one, you've always got probably noise in your house, even with my
Yep.
sister, being up there and in the difference with the noise level and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're not around 99% of the time, but when they are around, there's a different noise level than what I'm used to. When there's just one kid, there's not really any noise level. Maybe of the
Oh, yeah.
rain, the clanging of whatever he's digging through in the
Mm-hmm.
kitchen. But when all, like up at my sister's, when all four of them would come down to eat dinner, it was like a
Yep.
circus was going on in the kitchen.
Oh, yep. I can almost
Just with all the
imagine.
noise. It wasn't like they were meaning to make noise. It was just everyone grabbing plates and forks and
Yeah.
so it's like a difference, and that's what I picture too with well, with one gone you're still going to have you know if you
And
have more than
to me, it's like the other way around. If it's too quiet, it feels, you know.
something's wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's going on? Something's
Yeah.
happened.
There is always something.
And a cowboy style. Okay, I think it looks like a pirate.
It
Oh my
looks
goodness.
like what you
Okay.
want it to look like. Mhm.
Maybe I could make it a magical pirate. I could add magic
Oh,
by
yep.
this. Oh, Cass. All right. Have a good one. Hmm. Okay. Animated character.
Let's see. So that was 20. Um, something magical. What in the
I know.
world?
That's the one I was just looking at. Magical. Think of sprinkles. Ooh.
Yeah, me too. That's.
What about paint shift or whatever the paint that shifts?
Mm-hmm.
Green, gold, red.
I would go. Let's see. Let's
Ooh,
see.
red,
Let's
violet,
see.
blue. Bet you that's pretty. I'm gonna make a magical.
Gonna use some stickles.
Mm, 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 mm.
Boy.
Well, my stream seems to be okay. Does it seem to be okay for everybody else? So whatever buttons and stuff I pushed to try to fix this, I think I might
Yeah.
be. It
So have
wanted well,
you?
it wanted to do all kinds of updates, which really was strange because I did nothing. I deleted I was having a heck of a time, Mrs. Gigi, so I deleted
Mm-hmm.
a lot of um
Like
programs.
yesterday? Mm-hmm.
No, no, no. Like a week or so ago, I deleted a lot of programs off of my computer, and they were just programs. They were, I got rid of Steam, I got rid of Discord, I got rid of, I had, oh, what's the streaming program that takes OBS?
Yeah.
Um, so I got rid of all these programs, and it
Mm-hmm.
seemed to help a lot. And then yesterday I was having a heck of a time and I was like, why is this doing this to me? So I went and I looked at like, do I need updated? There was
Mm-hmm.
all of these things that seemed to be missing out of my system. I mean, weird stuff like uh there was like some drivers missing for basic stuff for my sound card.
Oh.
And
Oh. Okay.
yeah, it was very weird because I was like, "Well, what?" You know, it said something about some driver, and I was like, "Well, what the heck is that?" So I went and looked, and I was like, "That's my sound card." And so I was like, well, that is weird. So in the middle of the stream with Beth yesterday, I started to try to do some of these updates and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I ended up doing for it took a couple hours of restarting my system.
Oh no.
But I don't
Oh,
understand. There was nothing. I know better than to delete anything of program, of hard
yeah,
drive or a
and
system.
that's that's
All I
just
did
not
was get
you.
rid
Yeah,
of.
that's strange
It's very
because
the only thing
usually you
I
get
can.
some sort of like warning, or you take things away that
Yeah,
you
right.
shouldn't
And
be.
all I did was I went to the add and delete. So I didn't even go in as administrator. I just went in. So that's something
That's.
weird too, is I just went in as regular, regular old
Mm-hmm.
sign in, and I got rid of, like I said, I got rid of Discord. The only thing that I know I got rid of is McAfee, because
Oh
it
yeah.
was
Mm-hmm.
causing so much it was constantly like checking while I was online. And I was like, well, that could be taking up a lot of my resources. So I'm just going to get rid of this
Yeah.
stupid thing. And I don't know if McAfee is dirty and like hooks itself to certain things. And if you delete it, it says, haha, now I'm going to ruin your computer and you're going to have to call us. And you know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
doesn't not make sense at all that
Hmm.
the things that it was saying that I needed to update were needing updated. It was things that it was definitely BIOS stuff.
Strange.
It was just so weird, but I did all that last night. Um,
I
well,
can
the
only
funny thing is
imagine this frustration of doing that too, in a
w
way.
well, yeah, especially when I was streaming live. Well, I was streaming live for a while, and like at least 3, 4 streams. I streamed since I had deleted that stuff. And then all of a sudden, when I get on, with Beth and that last night, I mean, it was so chunky and choppy. People couldn't, I had to mute myself because it was so bad through StreamYard. I had to mute it and then listen
What?
through YouTube, like watch the stream and mute myself. So, there was no back. And then it was really bad, but it seems to be okay today. So,
That's
so
strange.
I definitely am, though. My goal is to, get a computer. That's my goal if I make any money through my monetization, which, it will take
Oh, yep.
at least a
Mm-hmm.
year, but, that's my goal. What I'm going to use with that money being monetized is to get myself the computer that I need so
Mm-hmm.
that,
I've heard that YouTube have changed the monetization thing too this summer. I don't know
yeah,
if you
well,
saw
what they
it.
have changed is that you only need 500 subscribers or followers, whatever they call them, to get to where you can put where people can donate money to you. You can't get
Uh-huh.
ads yet. You have to
Oh,
still
yeah.
have the
Mm-hmm.
1,000 to get ads, but, for people to donate money to you to get what is it called? The super chats.
Oh, yeah,
Which
that's
I don't
good.
even have
Mm-hmm.
that turned on. I don't want people to, if they I look at it, if they really truly wanna donate money to me, to financially help me, then, ask and I'll give you my PayPal so that there's not any fees and stuff taken out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The fees are
Mm-hmm.
just unbelievable, but, for what I understand people, I understand wanting to help, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's actually I
I
don't really know. I the only thing I know that we have different fees here in Sweden, but it's not that much because it's different in each country. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, that would make sense why I've heard different things. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Dream house, a place I want to visit. Did you go skiing while you were in Switzerland? Can you ski during the summer?
Yeah, we can go ski, but we didn't.
You didn't.
We didn't do that. We usually don't during summer because there's a lot more things to do.
Oh, okay.
Usually, you know, usually we take like long walks and for hours and hours, take picnic with
Oh,
us, and
yeah.
just being outside in nature.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Beth says she missed. Well, we missed you. I think she's talking about her,
I've
herself,
missed
and I.
you too, all of you. It was a bit, because I didn't really have access to internet. I have literally, I think it was like 3,600 or something videos. Even the notification, I turned everything off.
Good
So
for
the
you.
notifications and everything, like seriously, it was almost up to like 4,000 for these weeks that I've been gone. So that
That's how
was
many pictures you took? Is that what you mean? Oh, no, that's how
no,
much you had
the notifications for
notifications
YouTube.
from. Oh
For
my
YouTube.
goodness. I believe it because there's days where I just miss one day and it's up to almost 50 and I'm like, "Well, holy cow, how do I know or what the heck is going on with,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I know for a week it was, and then you somewhere in the line of realizing like seriously, what am I doing? I have a life. Of course I do like this and live streaming YouTube and everything, but what about the part of doing something else? Yeah, got me kind of thinking a little bit.
I had to go through and delete some people just because it was like I had so many on there. I wasn't getting notifications for my older streams that I just loved. It's like, why? I started thinking, why haven't I seen so and so and so and so? And I went
Mm-hmm.
to their channels and it's like that I was either unsubscribed from them or it's like, oh no, they've been putting out their weekly video. I just didn't know about it, because of all these other things. And even maybe if I got notified, they were pushed so far to the bottom. So I had to really go through and think about who and what I want on there. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, if I lose subscribers, I'd rather lose them now that I just hit 1,000 than if I do this in months from now, I lose, if I was to lose. So that's I did that because it was just getting out of control. Out of control.
Yeah, it definitely gets like that sometimes.
Mhm. Beth, did you
So,
sleep or are you just touching base before you go and take your nap?
are you at a flea market not going to the actual market? What, Beth?
I am impressed. Beth's been getting out of the house like a lot lately. I'm so glad that she's feeling better and doing that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
She's been getting out a lot, Mrs. Gigi.
Oh,
She
let's
used to
see.
always stay
What's the
in the
Candy?
house. She was a
Stitches.
homebody.
Candy's got stitches for what? Oh, I've
What do
I've
you got
been
stitches?
far off the
Mm.
internet. So.
No, I don't know what she has stitches for. Maybe her mouth. I think she had some major mouth surgery. Is that what it is?
I would say that I've heard something about it in the beginning of the summer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oral surgery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely be tempted to go there and watch. I could switch place with Joe or something. I
I
love
couldn't.
flea
I would
markets.
have to get out and look at the flea market. I couldn't sit either. I'm
Oh,
just
I would
impressed.
love to
Not
go.
bad.
There is a lot. I don't know. During summer, spring and summer, I love going to flea markets.
Were there any in Sweden or
Oh,
Switzerland?
there's a lot. Yeah, that no, not really too much in Switzerland, but in Sweden, it's every weekend, like, or actually even during spring and summer, it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, that's all every weekend. Uh, the place you want to visit, animated movie character. Let's see. Can I? Of course, I put stickles on there. I'm holding back and would rather talk to all of you. Oh, nice to have you here, Beth. Let's see, somewhere along the line of back here. My favorite house.
Festive. I don't need a thing. True. We all don't need anything, I don't think. Except food.
Mm-hmm. It's always like that.
Mhm.
It's always like that, unfortunately. Let's see, what in the world? What can I put there? Can you hear you, Teddy? I
Oh my,
don't know. Can you hear
oh my
Teddy?
goodness. What's up, Fred? Teddy?
Yeah, it's like I want to be. Yeah, um we had friends, looking after him during
Oh,
our,
yes.
so he hasn't really been, doing anything but being by our side since we came home. And
Okay.
now, and now I've closed the door and, things like that. And he's like,
He's like,
"Oh, I'm really,
you're too far away from me,
yeah,
Mom. Aw, what a sweet boy. Has he gone in the past or
yeah, he has,
he has? Yeah.
absolutely, yep, yeah." Let's see, Teddy, come. Yeah, but with the, we used to bring him, but then with the cats, we couldn't bring them too. So, we decided that all of them are going to be home. Hello.
They went on vacation too. They just didn't realize it.
Yep. Are you a little bit sad, Teddy? Hello.
Hello, Teddy.
Hello.
Teddy. Now, is his name
Hmm.
Teddy? Is that the same way you say it in Sweden or Swedish, or is it said a different way in Swedish?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different way.
A little bit?
It's a little bit of, it's Teddy
Teddy.
in Swedish. Teddy,
Oh my goodness, he sounds like how Jug cries, like, oh.
Oh, he just want to, a big black lab, as you know.
Oh
And now
yeah.
you're even tinier. He just doesn't want to leave our side and doesn't, I can only imagine because he heard us coming. We came with the car early Sunday morning, and he was like, he was
I
jumping
can
and
just
then,
imagine his tail and his
yeah.
excitement and his happiness.
Oh, yep, it was like all over the place, and yeah.
Yep.
You are glad to see us again,
Jughead acts like that just when Shannon comes home from work.
huh? Oh,
He loves her so much. It's like it's a whole new like, oh my gosh, where have you been? And why did you leave me? And it's like, what am I, chopped liver?
yeah, yeah,
I was here all day.
yeah. It's like that with my husband. It's he likes all of us in the family, but he loves my husband.
Yep, that's
So that's
Jughead. Yep. Jughead. It matters how long Gatton's been out of the house. Like if it, just how long he's been gone. If it's just going to school, or if it's a couple days since he's been here, he gets a pretty
hmm
good reaction. But I think Jughead got a better, or Gatton got a better reaction from Jughead when we got back from Pennsylvania than I did this year. And it's like I'm at home
Oh,
every
okay.
day, all day long, and what the heck? Maybe that's it though. He knows I'm there, and I never.
Yeah,
Although
could
then you
be.
would think that he would have been a little bit more excited about me coming back.
Yeah, it kind of, you wish there were some sort of a little
I
bit of a.
expected this. Oh, he's gonna wag his bum and be so excited that I'm here, and he ran right past me to get Jack Gatton. I'm like, all right. Thanks
Mm-hmm.
for making me feel special, Jug. What are you doing, Miss Luna?
Oh,
What are
you
you
have
doing
been
there?
eating some chili con carne. That's good.
Oh, I think she thinks she sees a bug, and it's not. It's a dot on the wall. I don't think that's a bug. I don't think that's a bug, Luna. I think that's something on the wall. Okay, place I want to visit. I'm doing good here.
I did bring a little journal. No, I was up to the point where could I even bring something crafty? I needed something, so I did take my little journal and a pen case of some pencils.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that was
Oh,
about it.
wow. That
But now I feel like I need to do it all, or just do whatever.
mine. I did a. I just used what I took markers and stuff, but I took a magazine that I got up there from my mom, and I made a little heart journal and did that.
Yeah,
But
I
um,
saw that. I did
I don't
see,
I didn't like finish it. I wish I would have finished it, but I kind of don't want to finish it because then it's like, I wanted to kind of just leave it for what I did on vacation.
yeah.
And if I finish
Hmm.
it now, it's like, well, that wasn't on vacation. So I think I'm gonna just leave it as is, and it's gonna go in with I'll do a flip through probably, and then it will go in my storage.
Hmm.
Hi,
That is kind
Vanessa.
of what.
Hey,
Hello. Hello, hello.
welcome, 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 welcome. Mm.
Let's see. I actually, I did have a birthday present while I was gone. I did get these.
Ooh, are those
I don't know.
felt
Have you
tip
used
or
them?
are they felt tip or are they
Yeah, it's felt tip pen stylo features.
okay? I have
I
never
have no.
used those. I've seen them, but
Yeah,
I've
I've
never
seen
used
them
them.
in the US, and I know that I've been thinking about buying them, or online actually. Uh, but then I found them in Switzerland, so I bought them. So I don't know. It says won't bleed through paper, and
Oh,
that kind of caught my eye.
yeah, that's kind of nice. Oh,
Hmm.
good to hear, Vanessa.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Um,
I use them all the time.
who does? Oh, Candy.
Oh, Candy.
And
Good
I
brand,
guess
huh?
that means she likes them if she uses them all the time.
Uh-huh. Oh,
She's
have
that.
you fallen, Vanessa? Oh, I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better, Vanessa. So apparently, let's see. I thought that there would be all kind of seriously. Oh, that's English, German, medium point tip. Let's open it up and look.
Okay,
They
I'm gonna
keep their point.
make it
Oh, they
big,
do.
and I'm going to. I will return in 2 seconds. Well,
Yeah.
maybe more than
Yep.
2 seconds.
Is it only me or why? Like, how in the world am I going to store these? I don't know. Oh, let's see. Candy pop sounds good. Yep. And we are going for purple. I use cans. Yeah, I do too, but the problem is that I don't even know. I had to do a little organized thing here yesterday in my craft room. I have to reorganize everything, and it's a bit of a struggle, so to say. This isn't straight at all. I need to change it up. Why didn't you tell me? Let's see. This is my dream house or houses. Oh, I like it. I can definitely understand why. That's even a dark color. It's, this specific paper is like regular printer paper. Of course, you can see it doesn't really bleed through. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit of a dark. Yeah, but it's dark purple, so I'm amazed. It's kind of nice. Let's see, let's fill these a tiny bit more. And of course, yep. I definitely like those. And yet again, doesn't really bleed through. A little bit of a ghosting effect, maybe. Certain lights. Nice.
Those look good.
Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know. Do you hear like music? Hopefully not.
No, I don't.
Because I hear it clearly and it's kind of loud, so that's why I, like, with YouTube and everything, you don't really know. Yep, that's really, really nice.
I was thinking that this magazine would have like some good photos of or pictures of things that would make me a happy home.
Have you looked further into moving and things like that?
We have looked at when I went up home. I looked at some places.
Okay.
Nothing really serious, since there's not a single house in here. Not since Shannon wasn't there, but I looked a little bit and considered some.
So are you like literally moving home? I thought that you could be, would be close, but not.
Shannon would really like to move home because it makes sense that we start thinking about it. It's like, well, what are we getting by, what are we getting? What are we losing? At least here we have Mandy, Jamin, Oren, and Debbie. We have some family. If we moved to Tennessee, we have zero. We would be zero. And Shannon has worked for 8 years and really hasn't. It's hard as an adult to make new friends.
Yeah.
So we just started thinking about it, and it just makes more sense if we would move there. I'm not that excited. Hey, John, how you doing? I'm not that excited about it, but she made sacrifices to move here, so I think it's I have to think about the sacrifice of moving up there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're leaning, is moving back to Pennsylvania, if we can find jobs in a house. That's the hard thing, is jobs up there are just
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
not, she'll be making maybe half of what she makes now, and the
Yeah, but
house
then
is
the
about the
house.
same, and the house is about what we paid for this. Now, when we bought
Oh,
this,
isn't
she was
that
making
expensive?
about half amount of what she's making now. So, you know, if she was
Oh.
making what she's making now when we bought a house, we would have bought probably a nicer house,
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Hey, Janet B. So that's something. But then we hope that we'll get a good amount for this place, which would probably pay, if not all, half of the other house, the new house off,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because this place is almost doubled in whatever that's called, value. Now finding
Yeah.
someone to buy it is
Mm-hmm.
of course different than the value of it, but I think
Mm-hmm.
we'll do fine.
Is
So
Gatton, following, or is he?
I don't know. I'm he used to say yes, but now he's saying that he would probably stay here. I don't think he would stay here. I think he will go somewhere else. Joe is
Uh-huh.
buying a grapefruit tree. Well, at least that's something that's not going in the garage, Beth. Right? I mean, if we got to think about it, at least that's something that's not going in the garage. Doesn't he have to buy two? Don't they have to pollinate each other?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that
You better buy
something?
two. All right. All right. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand now. We kind of have to just we need to get we need to get a
Yeah, I don't know.
perspective is horrible. I'm trying to think of perspective. I'm horrible at perspective and trying to think if you're looking at it this way. There you go. Oh, we are looking. This place needs some work. We've been here about 8 years, and we haven't been
Mm-hmm.
great with maintenance. It's not like it's falling down or anything, but there's definitely things that need done, just like any house would need. So
Yeah.
those things we need to decide: are we going to go ahead? Like it needs a kitchen. We know that it needed a kitchen when we moved in. But are we going to
Oh,
put a
yeah.
kitchen in, are we going to go ahead and finally put the kitchen in, or are we going to sell it as is? Do we want to just go ahead and take the hit on the, how much it will get for it? Which we could,
Mm-hmm.
because the value, I think, if we wanted to, we could go ahead, we could probably, if anything, walk away with zero if we do something. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
think we're in a lose situation with the house, is what even if we just not walk away, but I mean like walk away to the point where, we sell it as is. I think
Mm-hmm.
we would do just fine. So,
It's
yeah,
kind of,
that's kind of where we're,
nice to know that, anyways.
yeah.
'Cause-
I mean, that's the one good thing of living somewhere where the economy and everyone's moving here. I don't like it living here. It drives me nuts that
yeah.
there's so many, people that move in here. But
Is that kind of why you're thinking about leaving?
no, it's 100% to be around family and friends.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Shannon really misses her family. I've been gone since I was 17, and she left for the military at 25. And she's
Mm-hmm.
been back and forth, though. She quit the military to go back with family, and then she rejoined the military. So it's like,
Yeah.
she's been back and forth, and I've only been back and forth when I hurt my back. I was gone for
Oh,
17
yeah.
years. Then I moved back home when I hurt my back, and when she and I met, I've kind of just made my life outside of my family, and she talks to them on the phone for hours every day. And, my
Mm-hmm.
family's more of a no news is good news. If I hear from my family, it makes me
Yeah.
nervous, you know.
Yep.
Everybody
Mm-hmm.
kind of lives their own lives, and, maybe it just is that's how we are. And her family is more, she's, real close with her sister, and um yeah. So, I mean, I understand it. It just, and since I don't work, except now, maybe my YouTube will be my job, which it kind of has been the
Mhm.
last 5 years, maybe,
Mhm.
and if it, so yeah, it is what it is. I try not, I hate the weather. I think it's going to be horrible for my, but, there's always a heater, there's always blankets, there's always, you know,
Yeah, that's gonna be a big difference.
yeah, it was when I lived up there, and now that I've been down here for so long, my body aches and it hurts so bad when I'm in the cold, and
Mhm.
I hate that that's going to be an issue, and I guess if it ends up just being too bad, then I might have to say this is health wise not good for me. It's not working. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, but then just to move, like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we discussed earlier, it's almost, I don't know about exactly how many miles there are between, Texas and Pennsylvania, but about equal amount of hours that we drive to come to Switzerland, which is a whole other country, and in a way, and that's only my interpretation of the different states in the
Yeah.
US, is in a way maybe to another country in a sense.
Well, between Texas and Pennsylvania, we have very far Republicans and very far
Hmm.
Democrats. So yeah, it's kind of like a different country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can only imagine, but as far as I've been listening to friends and family, it's almost like visiting another country.
So I'm pretty flexible, so we shall see. But I'm getting older too. So
Hmm.
and I'm starting to hurt for no reason. I think just because of my age. So
Oh, that doesn't
yeah,
really
I just
sound
seen the
too good.
doctor on, I just seen the doctor on, what was it? Sometimes this week I seen the doctor, and we were talking about that, and we were talking, she's like, well, things like that do come with menopause. It could just be
Oh
menopause,
yeah.
not anything else. And I'm like, really? She, and she laughed because she's about 5 years older than I am, and she was like, yes, and she was telling me different things that, I could expect. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. And
Oh yeah.
so,
Let's see. Oh,
Jughead, what are you doing?
does he want to be let outside or something?
Uh, no, he's bothering Isabel.
Oh, that isn't really nice, is it? So that's kind of a dark.
Oh, where's my penguin lovers? Those are pretty penguins. We don't bounce back as fast. Yes, Beth, that's exactly. And up there, I have to travel at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to see good doctors. You know,
Oh.
yeah. So they're where we want to live.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which when I lived up there, I traveled into Pittsburgh to see my doctors. But in the winter, that's not a good thing. And
Mm-hmm.
even just to go see like a good hospital, it's a good 45 minutes away.
Yeah,
Like
that's how we have it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We
think you
have
and I have talked about how where you're at is kinda like where my sister lives comparatively to a big city
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, we have like the biggest, nearby big city is within an hour reach approximately, like 45 minutes to an hour. But then, no, we love living here in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
literally. Nobody knows anything about this place apart from,
Yeah.
everybody knows each other here, which it might sound a little bit strange, but it's a good thing.
No, I grew up like that. That's not strange at all. I was just talking to somebody about how where I grew up, it was I knew, I know it was a little bit smaller than what, going to school and knowing your classmates' first, middle, last name, their parents' names, their grandparents' names, people that have been in this community, their whole entire lives and they're in their 90s, it just
Hmm.
small community is really, really a nice thing if
Yeah.
you know people in the community. Like I live in a little community, but I don't know anybody here. I don't want to call it
Yeah, and
introverted, but
that's kind of, it can be like everybody knows you, but you don't know anybody.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
of a strange feeling.
And I know that you're right about that kind of in my neighborhood because the people that go to like the meetings and such, they all know, I'm
Hmm.
sure, about who lives here in this house over there and this and that, and I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. This magazine, it's called New Mobility. It's for people with spinal cord injuries and such. But it's
Hmm.
this one talks about doctors. Doctors still have no idea to how to treat us, and it's so funny because I've had this happen before. They walk out the door and they leave your wheelchair across the room, and it's like, and then the nurse comes in, and I'm like, I can't get my wheelchair. They'll be like,
Yeah. Mm.
is everything okay? And I'm like, well, I can't get out in my wheelchair. So they left it
Yeah.
across the room, and then like this one, they're like this little story talks about how
Hmm.
they put this person in a cast, for whatever reason, and they're releasing them, and they try to kick them out of the hospital, and the parent and they're like, I have no way to get them home. I'm in a little car. I know what it was. They wouldn't pay. I read the article. They wouldn't pay for an ambulance to take them home because it was not
Oh.
medically necessary. And they're like, I have no way to get them home. I'm in this little car, and they get, yeah, and like the breast exams. They're horrible because it's like
That's so
they have to
strange too.
move the machine around and they're like, okay, now come up a little bit higher. And it's like, I can't come up a little bit higher. So these are kind of funny how, and getting weighed. Yeah, they like take you over and we need to go ahead and get your weight. And then they look at you like, and I'm like, I can't get on a scale. I haven't,
Yeah.
the good thing is my current doctor does have a scale that I can get on with my wheelchair, which is so awesome to be able to be weighed now.
Hmm.
But really, really good article there that I wish people could read in regular magazines. Us.
Yeah, isn't that a little bit strange too? That the people that the whole thing is meant for, in a way,
Yeah.
aren't really able to reach the information they need.
Yeah, I wish that this article would be like in People magazine, where maybe other
Oh,
people
yeah.
could read it and
Hmm.
share that with, their friends and their neighbors and say, "Hey, did you read this? I never thought of that before." You know,
Yeah.
because I know normally that's what it is. People, I mean, that's what it was when before I was in a wheelchair. It just was like it was things I just didn't
Yeah.
know. I didn't think about, because it was never in my life before. And
Yeah, and in a way, yeah, I can in a way understand it, but then
it's like,
again,
if you
not.
never have been around someone that's deaf or, and somebody that has had a baby for the last 16 years that's deaf, they're going to understand a lot more different things like crossing the street, signals,
Mm-hmm.
needing it for a deaf person rather, that kind of stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think about that, like what works best for a deaf person to cross the street. I don't know because it's not. So I don't I don't hold that against it. It's just education. It would be nice to get that to people that in ways I just don't know. I just don't know
Yep.
how because some people just don't listen. They don't hear.
True. True. Absolutely true.
And if they do hear, they don't comprehend.
Yep.
Like my grandparents, they won't. Still, they're in their 90s, and they still will not get a handicap placard for their car to park in handicap spots. And it's like, well, you guys need, a closed spot if there's a closed spot, but
Uh-huh.
they insist because of me now that they would, they park as just as close as they can because
Mm-hmm.
somebody in a chair might need that, and I appreciate that, but they're really sometimes to where they really, need to be closer. They're unfortunately they're now not going to certain stores because they can't, get into them because it's
Oh, that's sad.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
sad.
Like they don't even try to go to our Walmart or their Walmart because it's always busy and they can't get a close enough spot. So they just go to the one grocery store on certain
Mm-hmm.
days. He told me what days too he gets to go.
Hmm. Let's look into these. Hmm. I am starting to really, really like these pens. And let's see. Oh, sorry for. Let's see. What in the world? I need to figure out a way to store them. And somehow, I don't know about you, with cans and everything that Beth said, with my uh, in the family, we have bees and things. So we have
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot of honey jars
Oh,
or
nice.
empty ones. So that's what I'm gonna use.
I have jars everywhere. Um, well, I have my paint water jars for my paintbrushes, but but I have this jar for my paintbrushes, and I have this jar for my paintbrushes,
Yeah.
and this jar for my pens and such.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is they take up so much space. So
Yeah,
that's
they
why
do.
I went with putting my pens and stuff side, which they say for your markers, you're supposed to store them this way anyways,
Yeah.
like your,
Yep.
so that the ink or whatever. But this has this, these are my favorites. I do have some in jars that are standing up, but those are like my
Mm-hmm.
basic favorites, and
Yeah, I
it
kind of
works out
wish
pretty
that I
good.
had room for storing them laying down like that.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it takes up less room than all my jars standing around. I could be wrong. I just I mean I do have quite a few quite a few jars.
Yeah. I haven't really figured out brushes, and I would say brushes and all sorts of pen and markers and pencils and things like that. They are like literally all over. And then of course I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend too much money on on things either. I would rather spend it on
For
actual.
storage? Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Yep. That's I've made those little boxes I have the pens in would have been trash. The little box that I made for my ink, that would have been trash. All the jars would have been trash. So yeah, I agree. I would much rather use trash. I mean, I even have jar for my buttons. This
Mm-hmm.
is a vitamin jar, so yeah, I'd rather that than spend lots of money. And most of my storage I've bought, well, not most, all of my storage, even my table that I use is secondhand. I'm looking around. Oh, my sister bought me the carts. The carts were new. Um,
Oh yeah.
that those, the
Yeah.
carts that everybody seems to have. Those were new. I do have one cart that I bought secondhand. Oh, and my wooden boxes that I have my fabric in, my sister bought me those. So I can my shelves that I have my stamps on. I did buy those new.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you got a new lemon tree too. Make sure it has a mate. I
Ooh.
know lemon trees will not you won't get fruit if you don't have them to pollinate each other. I know because we went through about 3 until we finally figured that out. Not here, but at my last house. We kept buying them, they kept dying. Then we did some research and found out that yeah,
Uh-huh.
I know that those two they need to you won't get fruit. It grew
Well,
nice and then it died.
yeah. I wish I would be able to have, something like that. Realizing, coming home from Switzerland because, of course you haven't heard, but Sweden this year, it was not a nice July, August, apparently, or as far as I've heard. Rain, 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 storm, 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 and,
Oh,
rain again.
yeah.
And Sunday, when we came home, like last Sunday, it was literally like coming home to winter time because we
Oh,
had like 100, and
wow.
came home to, I don't even know, it was literally feeling like winter time, freezing
Huh.
cold, and I had to, look for all our jackets and things. Oh, it was a disaster.
Wow. Yeah, it's quite opposite. It's been so hot here. So hot. 100 and plus. 105 and plus every day. Pretty much since June. It's
Yeah. Hmm.
crazy. Everything is dead, dead, dead. The grass is like pins and needles. Poor Jug runs
Oh,
out there and he comes back hopping because, you know, his little
yeah.
paws and
Oh, poor thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this week that we've been home, I don't even know. It didn't snow, but it was like extreme rain, up to the point where, oh, I have neighbors that had problems in their basements and things
Oh
because they
my.
were water-filled. Yeah, they were water-filled basements, and it was. I have. They said, like, in the news, the local news said, like, oh, this is, I don't even know how many, whatever, inches or whatever. It really rained, but it was this bad like 50 years ago. So every
Yeah.
50
And I think
years.
when you left, I think you were telling me how hot it was over there.
Yep,
So
it
it
was.
was like
It
a
was.
drastic change.
Yep,
Wow.
it was. So that's a little bit of a strange thing. So that's why it became, because usually it's only August. So usually it's really nice weather. It's not really hundreds, but it could be like 90, 95.
Mhm.
But it's really nice. And then we came home to like thunderstorm and rain. I'm like, what happened during these weeks when we were abroad?
You left midsummer, what is that you call it? Midsummer, and you came back to winter
Yep.
eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, I realized that, with coming home to August, thinking like, what's next? And me thinking, whatever I'm gonna do in the craft room, like, that might actually be Halloween. you know,
Oh yeah, right.
yeah, I don't know, but it kind of felt like, oh, it's Halloween, and then suddenly Christmas time.
Ugh, don't say it, don't say it. Somebody posted how many days left till Christmas. I was like, no, not yet.
That's a little bit too far into the future for me too, but I kind of like Christmas time, so I don't really.
Oh, I love Christmas time. Yeah, me too. I still have I don't take down one of my garland. I leave it up all year round. I just don't turn it because there's red lights in them. So I just don't turn the
Mm-hmm.
red lights on during the rest of the season. But I just love the look of it. It just looks so pretty. I just love the green garlic. Well, hello there, Dana. What's shaking,
Hello,
girl?
Dana. Hmm. I think this was the dream house, but then I got inspired by an article I read this week. It was about a village in Poland where there were only one street, and all the houses, all the 600 or 6,000 or 7,000 households were just on this one street.
Oh,
Really strange, but
I think I might have seen it's one long street and then their houses line up to the side
yep,
and their
on both
backyards are
sides,
like,
like, yep, yeah,
yeah, I might have read that article. Yeah. It was crazy to see from the aerial because it was like nothing else
yeah,
was around except just the houses that were lined up. Hmm.
yeah, it was
Would be
really
kind of nice
strange.
not to have neighbors and such. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea just to have your. I don't. I'm lucky. I don't have any back neighbors, so except deer. I do have the deer occasionally. Not as many as we used to because the guy tore down all the dang he tore down their homes. But
Oh yeah, the new
now the
neighbor.
neighborhood is talking about having a hunt to get rid of all their no,
What?
the whole neighborhood association, they're talking about the deer are destroying my garden and the deers need to go and there's a good group of us that are like, no, we invaded their land. Well, they're not
Mm-hmm.
native and they need to go, they're destroying. And we're like, no, you'd have to get enough people to pass that for that. One, you're not allowed to hunt in our neighborhood because, the houses are too close together. But
Yep. That could
but it's
be
like,
like,
so
oh.
you would have to you'd have to get a special permit done, and this is, yeah. Anyways, I don't think it's ever going to happen. It's not. But people are like, they're destroying my garden, and people are like, well, put up a bigger fence. You moved out here. You can't be mad that the deer and we're having such a drought. They're trying to look for water. They're trying to find food.
Yeah, of
Well, yeah,
course.
they're gonna get into your garden if they're starving. Well, they shouldn't be starving, there's too many of them. It's been going on, it's driving Shannon and I, we read it, and it's like, y'all are driving us nuts. I mean, because they would have to because we live in an association that, they would need to get a lawyer to change our documents because we can't change. We'd have to pay
Oh,
our lawyer. We have a lawyer that
yeah.
we would have
Mm-hmm.
to pay to change the. And my response was, there is so much more in this neighborhood, like the roads, that need done with our our dues, then, and we don't pay very much. I think we pay $300 a year. It used to be $250. They raised it to $300. There's some associations. Dana probably pays that a month. I mean, we're really lucky
Oh.
with how much we pay. And the only reason they have it is because back when I guess this neighborhood was formed, they decided
Mm-hmm.
to have because it's easier to have an HOA formed when the neighborhood is made than trying to bring an HOA in. So what they decided when,
Oh, okay.
that like the founders of the neighborhood decided, let's have it in place in case we ever need it because we're a private neighborhood and
Mm-hmm.
the state and the local governments aren't going to help us pay for things, and if we need stuff, we need a way to get money. Makes total
Oh,
sense.
yep.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that was, 20, 30 years ago. And now the newer generation that's moving in here, they're wanting it to be like a neighborhood. Well, we're not. We're out in the country. Yeah, I knew Dana was going to
Mm-hmm.
be way more than us. But anyways, yeah. So
900 a
I'm
year.
okay
Oh,
with it,
wow.
but I want that money to go for things that would help us all, not,
Yep.
oh, there's 6 people in the neighborhood that are losing crops because they didn't think about the wildlife that could eat their crops. I mean, if anybody has been watching me long enough, they know that Shannon has planted so many different types of flowers out front. Well, there's Miss Luna. Um, I mean, Shannon even planted, if anybody remembers, plastic flowers, and the deer ate the plastic
Yep.
flowers.
Yeah. I remember that.
And
Like, she,
I said that too. I put that out there. I was like, yeah, we've even planted plastic flowers, and the deer have ate them. So,
yep. I remember you, telling
hi,
that in a live stream. I'm like, seriously? What? It's
Luna.
just,
There's my Luna.
hello.
Hi, pretty Luna. What are you looking at? Oh, your dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, did I scare you?
Cute.
I can't see your pretty face. Hopefully that doesn't fall on you now. Oh, jeez. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
She looking outside.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you a pretty girl?
Perfect spot
Whoop,
to.
did I scare you? I didn't mean to scare you. Hi, Melissa P.
Hello.
She's
There's a
kind of new to
couple.
my channel, Mrs. Gigi. Is Mrs. Gigi? Oh, let me get. I don't know if your channel's popping up there. Everybody else is.
I have
I don't
no
know. I
clue.
tell you what, Nightbot. He needs. He needs. He needs some. I don't know. He needs to. He needs to start behaving. He's not. He has not been working
Okay.
right for me lately.
I
Let me get
don't
in here
really
and.
know about all of those. I wish I
There we
knew
go.
more than I know about the technical things. They are meant to help you anyways. I don't know if they'll.
Yes. Right. Right. There we go. We'll get you enabled. There we go. See how that works. Okay. She got off my. Oh, what are you trying to get? Oh, please don't pull that down. This morning I heard clack, 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 clack. And I look and Storm has pulled down. We have the rolling blinds, the kind that you go up and down that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
roll,
Mm-hmm.
with the old fashioned kind. And Storm has pulled the one down. So it was all bright as bright can be. That's why I'm glad I did wake up when I woke up, because she decided to knock that down. She wanted to see the sun, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's what she wanted. All right.
Let's see. That could go. What else? What else? Do we need a sun? We'll just. So
What did
what
she
have
say?
you?
Go
What?
ahead. Oh,
Yeah, but- So are we going to do some changes to this, or because for we have been on for I don't know how many years on Friday. I was about to say evenings, but mornings for you. Evening for me. Yeah, and I don't know. Are we up for some change?
I think we need to go ahead and change because I want to be able to stay doing this, and for you to keep your sanity, I think we need to go
Yeah.
ahead and we need to do a little change, and I'm up
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
So
For those that don't know, I'm back to work, and my work schedule has changed a little bit, or just quite a lot actually, which means that I will be working late Fridays, so I won't be able to stream Fridays. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So it would, I don't know.
I know it
Maybe,
might interfere with the thing that we do sometimes with
yeah.
Dana, but
Yeah, the
we
thing was because for me, I can definitely go, on Saturdays too. But I don't
Mhm.
know.
Well,
It
and I
doesn't
don't
really
want
matter.
to because I know, you have your family too. And I know, Saturdays are usually you're not working. So are you helping me? I appreciate you want to smell the paint or don't paint your nose. Yeah, it's not smell. um, so I understand that too. And we could always, on the days that, because it's, once a month, we could just do the once a month over there at Dana's, and then the other,
Yeah,
3 weeks
yeah,
we can do here
yeah. We
too.
can definitely do that.
We could
Yeah,
do something like
absolutely.
that. It's not a big deal. I mean, we're still then streaming and, still getting our art on, which that's the most important thing to me.
Oh, absolutely.
So we can try that, and if it doesn't work, then we can adjust it. But let's go ahead and try that for a couple weeks and see how that goes.
Yeah,
So if that works for
sounds
you.
good to me.
All right. So guys, get that. We'll get that going, and we're gonna start doing this at 10 Central Standard Time on Sundays. Um, yeah, for however long Mrs. Gigi can do without having to go eat her dinner. That's usually what stops us is the dinner.
Yep.
Dinner's calling. I will miss
Yeah.
your dinners with on Fridays though, your taco nights and the movie nights, and
Yeah.
but I'll hear about it on Sunday.
Yeah. Sundays are usually, preparation for the week, the upcoming week, and things like that. So, and then a little bit slow, wishing, the feeling of, oh, it's Monday tomorrow. Do we really
Yeah.
want to do this? And whole new week. Yeah, but it's
We'll go on Sundays until if it doesn't work, if Mrs. Gigi ends up having to too much prepping to get ready for the next day and such, which we'll figure it out. It's all
yeah.
good, but I'm not willing to give up on us yet, Mrs. Gigi.
No, definitely not. No, absolutely not. And then for myself, I'll have so much prep and thinking to do when it comes to my own channel. I don't
Yeah.
really
Oh,
know.
yeah.
The thing is, I've decided, I work, and then I've decided to have a little study thing going on besides working. So, it's kind of me
Oh,
working
yeah, that's right. You
200%.
you're going. You went back to school, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Wow.
So it's kind of me doing 200% at this point. And it, I think I will manage, but you know,
You
mm,
definitely, if and if you need time off, if you need study time or
this
whatever,
is my time off. This
this is
is
your time.
the that's the
This is
thing.
a happy time, huh?
Yeah, absolutely is. And the thing is, it all started out like I'll just put on, have a camera recording while I do whatever I do. If somebody wants to watch, I
Right.
would love
Mhm.
to have friends watching and talk to. So, yeah, that's how it all started. And it feels, like that. I don't even know, 5 years, 6 years maybe. I have no clue. But it's been a couple of years.
A couple.
Yep.
Mhm.
We talked about it because during those years that passed, we haven't been able to visit Switzerland because of everything going on.
Mhm.
And we talked about it a little bit and then realized like 3 years or so were just what happened. you know, it,
Oh yeah.
it was so we did
Well,
talk
I think
about
that
that.
there was the COVID was in there, so that
Yep,
uh,
that's kind of like we haven't been here for so long, and that's because of that thing
yeah,
happening.
yeah, yep, yep. And yeah, I was thinking that same thing. Like, it's like, oh, our kids are now adults and graduated. What happened? Well, the last 3 years, we really didn't get to hang out. Oh, oh, okay, see ya. Something spooked her to go. She's like, I gotta go, mom. She took off
hmm
running.
Yeah, that's a little bit strange for these, 3 years. Let's see, cowboy hat. Um,
See if your cowboy hat turns out like a mariachi, like mine.
I have no clue. This might be my. Let's see, a lasso. Something about a
Probably, yeah.
lasso.
I could add a lasso. Now cowboys don't even need horses. They're all on ATVs and stuff.
Oh, yep.
Oh, there I
Yeah,
go.
I can.
There goes my connection. What is going on? It's probably Nightbot.
I don't like that happening.
What's going on here?
Let's see, that's round. I don't know. This looks more like a tail to me, but
Thank you, Janet. Remember those thumbs up, people.
it's not 1,000 subbies.
I know.
That's
I'm
nice.
I
Really,
it
really
just was like a
nice.
nice slow grow, which was probably
Yep.
the best and easiest. And it was instead of rushing all too much. I think one because then those aren't real. They're not real followers or real watchers, and I need to keep those watch hours. So what's the sense in getting people that aren't going to watch?
Oh, yep. hmm
And I've noticed that
Have,
my watch hour, my watches are doing. Hey, hi Raul, how you doing? I'm watching those. Not I'm not getting those 200-300 views, but You know, I've watched it go from, you know, 80 views to 90 to 100, and I float right around 105, 120
Mm-hmm.
now, you know, so they're slowly
That's
going
kind of
up.
nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. How in the world?
What have you been up to, Raul?
I actually thought of you and Miriam this summer because of the heat and everything going on in Southern Europe. It's the heat stroke type thing with really, really warm weather.
Especially with people that aren't used to it. Like, you see that a lot down here with especially the children that come from other states and they want to play like our outdoor sports. And they do, you know, one in the morning, one at night, and it's already, you know, 90 degrees out at that time. And at night, it's already 110. They're not used to it. And they don't drink the way that the kids down here, you know, since, you know, the kids down here are really good usually about drinking water and such because, you
Mm-hmm.
know, been here their whole life and they know how important it is. So we see a lot of the newcomers are the ones that seem to have the problems with the dehydration,
Oh yeah.
which of course for kids it's really scary. But the coaches are real good about pushing it, you know, get taking, you know, water breaks and stuff. But yeah, it's
That must be really important.
painting, and I love it. I am drawing some Indian and Indonesian drawings for their Independence Day on the 15th in August. Becca, very cool, very good. Beth
Ooh.
loves. Beth taught. Beth got me into picking up a paintbrush. I never really did before. Oh, now look at your cowboy. That's great. See
I
that?
don't know. About the hat there, it's kind of a
Well, I
strange.
think, is that a cat cowboy? Because
I have no clue. This is meant to
your cowboy has a
be.
tail.
Yeah, that's the lasso. That's why I said it was like, you know, it was meant to go somewhere along the line of let's change it up. It's definitely a tail. It's like this. That's not. You'll never know. You'll never know.
I had to write next to mine what it each is. I'm concentrating on the animated character instead of my other things.
The funny thing about this is that you can literally do whatever you like. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. But then again,
Yep. And we've really had some really good fun with it.
absolutely. And then the I don't know about you, but the funniest thing about it is that it's live. So you kind of have to go with what you have. You know, you can't really do too much change.
Like throw it away and start over and be
Yeah,
like, yeah, that wasn't what I was
yeah, we've
trying.
done that. Tearing it apart, gluing it up,
Yeah.
and to another thing, or it's been a whole. But I definitely, I don't know. Do I like those? Where do we have? Where do I have? Watercolor pencils. Kind of feeling a little bit. I don't know where I have all the things and haven't been in here for ages. Things like that. Yeah, let's see. We definitely need some color on that lasso. Some sort of something happening. Independence Day on August the 15th. Oh, are those like that? Indonesia and India, huh? It's nice. I've realized that I might be doing a whole lot of shorts rather than videos, like longer videos. I don't know. I haven't decided.
I tell you, if you can, they're really, nice because you're still getting to do what you love, but maybe not live. And then you don't have, well, I take that back. Never mind. I was gonna say they don't take as much time, but my shorts have taken longer because the editing I do with them. So I guess if you're not
Yeah,
doing,
that's kind of what that's kind of what I'm hesitating on. If
think,
it's
oh, they're
worth it.
short, you're not gonna mess with them as much. But no, I mess with my shorts longer than I do anything else.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Like I used to do 10, 15 minutes video, and that
Hmm.
took a little bit of editing and things like that too. And I don't know if that's.
I think because I guess when you think about sh- the video, I feel people are expecting it to be made better. Where live, you're expecting the goofs and the mistakes and the things like that. But when you do a video, well, it should be a video, right? It should be worth, you know,
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? Like that's, I guess, how I look at it when I do them. Not that I do great videos, but I know I'll retake something where live, it's like, well, it was live. You can't retake it. You just,
Mm-hmm.
so it's definitely different to do live and videos pre-recorded. It's that if
Oh
people
yeah,
don't
that's a big.
know, it's definitely a different
It's
ball game.
absolutely. It definitely is. That's why I did videos for actually a couple of years before doing lives.
Hmm.
Uh, for one, just because I took like a whole day or 2 days recording several and then had like 2 weeks off, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. But then I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. I took
And you have
these.
to have a different type of talent too. You have to be able, the editing part of it's a totally different talent than this part of it. And if you don't
Oh yeah.
have that other talent, it's not as easy. It takes you longer. And that's something I don't think people realize too. You could be a great whatever your talent is, but not have the skills to edit very well. Therefore, what you're putting out there isn't as nice. And that's kind of me. I'm not the best editor. I have tried. I kind of like to tittle with it, play with it, but to really edit something to make it look like a really cool video, I really don't have the interest to do that. I know I could if I wanted to, but I don't have the interest to really do that. Um,
Yeah, that's a
and of
thing
course, that's
too.
what makes a good video is the editing part of it. That's why I like the lives. Is there's really, you just can do what you want and not have to worry about the end result really. And when you do pre-recorded, you're looking for that end result.
Yeah. It's definitely two totally different ways of YouTube, how you do YouTube, I would say.
Yeah.
Where is Have I Left That Behind in Switzerland? I missed 2 colors of my pencils.
Uh-oh.
Have I
Oh.
left them behind? Ay, ay, ay. Not good at all.
Is that where your mom is? Your mom and are they still they live in
It's my husband's relative.
your husband's side?
So that's his side of the family. Let's see how this will actually work. It's really nice to be able to be back doing all of this. I can definitely, as of right now, sit here for hours and hours and just talk and do literally nothing, but just create something.
Yeah. Oh no, Marita. Oh no.
Oh,
What a mess. Popcorn is horrible. Popcorn is, yeah, it is like what makes the what makes the smoke alarm. If they had to do a survey, what makes your smoke alarm in your home go off the most?
oh, yep.
That's it. Popcorn.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to do with, I think, the different voltages of microwaves, and of course, microwaves or the popcorn only gives you, it says, oh, for 2 minutes, but adjust to your voltage. Well,
Yeah.
you don't know until your alarm went off.
Yep.
Oh, you've done your yearly annual check of your fire detector, huh? Isn't it like you're supposed to check your fire
Oh,
your
yeah,
fire
once a
alarms
year
twice
or
a year or
whatever.
whatever?
So now I know the fire alarm works. Yep. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Let's see what in the world is going on here. Now that's dark brown, and it, can you call that bleed through? Just the tiniest, maybe. Yeah, kind of nice. I decide that I love these pens now. It's going to be my favorites. Unfortunately, a little bit too.
They're your new favorite.
Yeah, but I had these kids markers for like $2. My favorites, and they still are because they are extremely cheap. So I don't really bother to do anything. I can literally do whatever.
Yeah.
Because if something happens, I can get a whole new set like this for $2, I think it is, or something.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I don't really
Well, that's
mind.
like
But
those watercolor pencils that you and I both have from IKEA. They were, I don't think I can find them anymore. Last time I was there, I didn't see them, but they're one of the best pencils that I have that, and they work so good as watercolor pencils. You
oh
know what
yeah,
I'm talking about?
yep, I have those. Yep, and that's strange to me. How I don't know. You can spend however many dollars on extremely expensive equipment, like really art specific brands and things, and then go to like a toy shop or IKEA and buy something for like $1, $2, and them being in one way better than the expensive things. So
Yeah.
that doesn't really.
Oh, for sure. There's a lady I watched that's what she does is she like tests out all of the cheaper brands. Usually it's the cheaper stuff, and tells you if
Mm-hmm.
it's worth, even it just because it's cheap, it doesn't mean that it's worth it. And she tells you the truth about what she thinks. And she's an artist. She's like that's what she does for a living is art.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can't remember her name. If I did, I would share her. But
I think I've watched some of her videos. Yeah,
I like that because it's like, she really does tell you, that, this, she's like, I've used this in one of my pieces, some of my commission pieces because it worked better than the, whatever brand, gold brand or
mm-hmm.
whatever, golden brand. So yeah, that's pretty cool to hear, when you hear that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, well, there you go, people. You don't have to buy Timmy stuff if you don't if you don't want to.
Some ways it might be nice, but others, I don't know. And depending on how you're using them, of course. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know seriously what's the name of them now. The Coptic,
Oh, the
what's it?
Coptic markers?
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Coptic. Yeah, I've been thinking, about those for years. Like literally, are they that good, or am I going to invest? And in that case, like a good amount of
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah, they're a
And
couple dollars a color, I think.
yeah, it is. And I'm like, are they really? I'm like, yep, I'm
Yeah,
still
that's
thinking about it.
what I did with the colored pencils. I was like, do I for the Prismacolors? And I'm happy
Mm-hmm.
I did now that because I would use those more than I would a marker. So I was happy I invested in those. I feel that's an investment, the Prismacolors.
Mm-hmm.
They're more than $1.99 for 12 of them. So that's an investment for me.
Oh, yep. I'm thinking Prismacolors, Marita. You are as sweet as me. Do we have Prismacolors here? Like I I don't even know if that's like a big brand.
Mhm.
Um, the German brand Fabric Still. That's like the big. I don't know. And then of course there are others too, but I don't know like Prismacolors.
What's the German brand? That's
Yeah, yeah, I don't know about the pronunciation, of course. Look at these. Fabric Still pen.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, I think that's a step up from the Prisma. I believe what people would consider like a step up from the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the Prismas, I don't even know if we have. Of course, like if you go to like an art store, maybe, but I've never seen those like as a big brand here in Sweden.
Yeah. Well, they're like I think to me, they're like a step up from Crayola. Hey, killer. Crayola being the kids,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then Prisma being the adult. And then you go into professional, and I think that then that takes you into like the fabric, the one you just showed me.
Yeah.
Now this is just all my opinion. I don't know if that is true or not because I'm not a professional artist with pencils. If Candy's here, she might be able to tell us a little bit more, but I don't know. She might not be here. Let's see. Coptic, you mean? Those are too expensive. I only want to buy when my drawings are better. Yeah, the Coptic the Coptic markers. That's what Mrs. Gigi was talking about. I don't
I
think out
only
of
want to
all the
buy.
different brands of markers, I don't think I even have a single Coptic. These are actually this Marte. These aren't bad for
Mm-hmm.
color. They're not bad.
Yeah,
The
and I
color
would say
stays the same color.
like Raul, he's really into drawings and things. So that's a little bit of a different ball game. I would say, Raul, you're really really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm just here to play and have fun.
Yeah.
So
I just want play markers.
yeah.
I've really never used markers to color. You know how some people use markers in
Yeah.
well, what's her name? That's kind of all she does is markers. What's that main lady's name? She tries every color. The one we talked about, she tried every white marker there was and never came up with
Oh
one that.
yeah, her. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now that's what, you know, she knows her markers. She knows what, you know.
Yeah, but then she also knows how to use them properly. That's the thing, I
That's
think.
that's it right there. How to use them. I have no clue. I just, well, this is paint, but yeah, I just scribble the color down and then, you know, yeah. It's like giving a child a marker.
Yeah.
Here, okay, I'll go scribble on a coloring
Yeah,
book.
that's kind of like how I am too, and I don't really mind.
Yeah. No, there is zero reason for me to own a Coptic marker. I don't need to pay $3 or $5 for one marker. Mm-mm. Not when I can get a whole set for that price. I often want, well, do they last longer? You know, like, is there more ink in the Coptic marker to make,
Yeah,
you know?
that's how. I have no clue. The only
Yeah.
thing I've seen, like, oh, they are so expensive. Not for me.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that would, to me, it's like, oh, that would make it worth more money because it lasts longer. Not, oh, it colors better or it blends better. Or I wouldn't even know how to blend a
yeah,
marker.
yeah. I think that's why I've been looking into those. Mhm. That's kind of why. One daughter comes in. It's dinner time now, mom. And then the others,
Oh,
you don't have to eat now. We can save up some food for you so that you can
oh,
crush a little bit longer.
aw. They're like, I know you missed it, Mom.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, they have been. We actually found a gift certificate for like our hobby store here. Like it's called it. I don't know what to compare it to, but it has a lot of arts and crafts and things like that. And it was almost like $200.
Oh, nice.
And so the first thing we did when we came home, we just sat down, me and my one daughter. We like, do we want that? Do we want that? Oh, we definitely need to, because I a couple of weeks ago I had my birthday, and then we
Oh,
realized I haven't really
how did
used the
we miss?
birth.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You just hold on.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wait.
Oh yep, it's been my
You just
birthday.
hold on a second. How did we miss Mrs. Gigi?
I think I was
The
on.
29th. Well, hold on. Happy birthday to you, little late. Happy birthday to you, a lot late. Happy birthday to Mrs. Gigi. Happy birthday to you. I forgot that you're Cancer, right? Or does Cancer? We're
Level
both
Leo.
fly babies. I forgot that. Well, happy birthday. My goodness.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
thank you
okay.
so much, Raul. Yeah, so at least we were thinking about, looking into the last year's the gift certificates and things like that. So that's why we did that when we came home.
Okay, nice. So did you guys get a lot of goodies or have you not
Yep,
done that
they
yet?
are. Probably get them hopefully tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Good, good, good.
Hopefully.
And this is the daughter that likes to do arts and crafts. She
Yep,
good,
she
good,
is
good, good.
all into that. And then now diamond painting. So
Oh, okay.
she has been working on a photos. She's been doing all kinds of photos. Like I don't know if that's the thing that she wants to try like professionally or something, but taking a photo of her friends and then I don't know where she sent it off to a company and then they made a diamond painting of that actual photo. So she has been doing that.
Well, that I didn't know you could do that, so that sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's
All right, Candy. Thank you, honey. Have a good day.
have a wonderful day, Candy. Cowboy.
Gosh darn Mel needing to eat.
Yeah. Listen,
All
did we
right, this is
say
my
that's
animated character.
Switzerland? That's the houses or house. Cowboy.
That's my
Oh, the
animated
ghost thing.
character. I wasn't 100% happy with it. But...
Oh, cute. That's really cute. The ghost thing, though. What about putting one here? The I don't know about you, but as soon as I hear ghost, I think about Casper, the little
yeah,
the
the
ghost.
friendly. She makes you think of the friendly one.
Yeah,
Friendly ghost.
he's so cute to me.
I like the original one too. You know, the old fashioned one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the new one they did pretty dang good, I think, for animation. You know, they didn't change much. Sometimes they change up the animation so much on them they don't even look like their original self. But I think
Oh
they did
yep.
pretty good with him. Um, I think they did, but I mean, who am I to say? But I do like the original the best. So when you know you're getting old when you say, "Oh, I like the original," whether it's a song or and your kids
Think.
look at you and say, "What do you mean the original? This is the no, this isn't the original
No,
song.
doesn't.
This is a remake." No, yes.
This might be one that Marita knows. It's a children's, ghost character here in Sweden.
Ah.
This one, it's famous. It's several children's books have this little character. He's called Laban, the little ghost Laban.
Laban? Laban?
Yep, Laban. That's kind of
Laban.
strange. I don't know I don't know why or anything like that, unfortunately, but it's called Laban.
I love to try to pronounce things. I think it's where you put uh the uh the accent. I think that's one of the
Oh,
hardest things
definitely.
for
Yep.
Americans is where we put that stinking accent.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah. I think this is kind of how he looks.
This is cute. I think he's a good animation of a cat. Not really anything tremendous over here. Something else for my magic. Still wet.
See, I definitely need to make that eye a little bit bigger.
is the same with Dutch, German, and all the northern languages. They're a bit similar. I was watching it was a YouTube video that was talking about that all those European languages are kind of all you just add this or add that to it.
Yeah, that's, we are, I don't know, it's the same language. I don't know how, I, I don't know how to explain the whole thing. Roll, help me. It's all languages have different branches on a tree, kind of.
Yeah.
All languages are like from ancient, like I don't even know how many years back in time,
Yeah.
but
I mean, that is
it's
true. It
on the
all goes
same
from
branch. It's
there.
on the same
Drawing.
branch of, yeah.
Right.
So
I
I
mean,
think that's
that only
why.
makes sense that they somehow have to, and I'm sure some words have come across because it's like, well, you know, uh, some words just don't um, translate. That's the word.
Yeah, then that's kind
Well,
of
yeah,
funny.
well, we have like Pennsylvania Dutch, and so you hear a lot of the Dutch words in Pennsylvania, especially
Yeah. Hmm.
especially in Pittsburgh. Like I grew up with hearing a lot of not even realizing they were Dutch words, but they were just words that
Yeah.
you know,
And then
you know,
Dutch and German are kind of the same. They are kind of going.
except German
uh,
adds like 14 letters to everything.
yeah, and then we have, like for me, Swiss German,
Mm,
in the German that we speak in Switzerland.
mm-hmm.
That also like totally different from like the ordinary German that's people in Germany speaks.
Right.
So it's a whole
Mhm.
thing. Actually, up to the point, I haven't really been learning German in school or anything. I've just been learning it since I met my husband, and I realize I do understand like the Swiss German and some of the German they speak in Germany, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
But you
kind of
probably
strange.
do speak enough of it that you could go there and communicate without any problems, I would assume.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But then again, it's I don't know. Swiss German is, I would, I don't know. It's kind of like a dialect, or I don't know what to compare it to. But it's like Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish. They are kind of the same, but almost like different dialects in a way.
Well, I get you have that even in America because it's dialect kind of the um there's some parts of the country in different states and in different cities they the pronunciation of different words I don't understand. We just it's like, "What? What did you just say?" But it's because of maybe their slang or the way that it's pronounced, you know, it's correct or and in school in my English class, if I would have pronounced it that way, we would have been told that was wrong. But
Yep.
because they're in that city, they don't get corrected because that's, just the way that that word is pronounced in that city. Maybe
Hmm.
they don't pronounce their R's as dominant as this city pronounces their R's, and it's kind of like that. I'm guessing is what you mean. Like you can
Hmm.
know what they're talking about because it's the same word, but it's just being pronounced differently. Is that?
Yeah, kind of. There are three different languages like Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian.
Mhm.
But back in the day, Sweden used to, or I don't know, however many years, 200 plus years or so. Sweden used to have like all north of Europe almost. like Denmark, Norway, Finland, Sweden. That was like Sweden. All of those countries were Sweden. So
Hmm.
I think that's why the languages are, kind of the same still today. So that will represent my little ghost. Let's see, do I want to do the no? Oh, and then there was Cowboy Man. Oh no! What was it about the style? I need to. The movie character, my own style, and then Dream House, Ghost, Magic. That might be these magical glittery mountains of Switzerland. It's kind of, oh no, it's not really visible, is it? But
Magical night. I'm putting stars in the sky.
That's kind of how I feel. I did incorporate that in this. With washi tape, I know that I've said that I don't really use washi tape, but my daughter found a beautiful one in Switzerland, so she had to buy that. This one down here.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, beautiful colors.
Let's see, paper tape design. I have no clue. Somewhere in Germany.
Beautiful colors.
Yep. I love it a lot. I like the colors. I don't know when to use it. That's the feeling of, do I need it? Do I want it? Yes, we will buy it.
When I go and I see people use the washi tape, they're using it for masking and then they take it off.
I know.
Whenever I see people use, it's not like they're using it for decoration. So it's like, well, then why are we buying this beautiful washi tape?
Yeah, I've been thinking this thing, like, why are you? No, don't throw it away. What are you doing?
No, I have done like pages of it, with striping it, and it turns out really nice. So maybe I have to do that more often to use the pieces, because, like, for example, this washi tape. Look at how much is on there. It's adorable little turtles, but that's definitely enough. I could mask something and then take it off and throw it away because because there's so much of it. But then you get Jane Davenport and you only have this much, and it's like, well,
yeah, that's so strange.
I don't want to mask with that because I only have a little bit. Washi tape is like tissue. If you purchase one, you want to collect them all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep. That's the thing, Ro.
That is true.
It's I kind of in the back of my head, I have always told myself, you do not, listen to this, do not need any washi tapes whatsoever. The last 2 years, I don't know what happened.
I told myself I got rid of all of it. I got rid of all of my washi tape because I was like, this is silly. You don't use this. Why do you have it? And look at where I'm at now. Now I'm very, and this isn't a lot compared to some people, but to me, it's like that's still a lot of washi
The
tape.
thing is, I think they are kind of nice to look at, the different.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I
yeah.
kind of like just to look at the colors, the patterns, everything about them. But
Maybe what I need to do is I need to start a like washi tape thing, and that's like you pick one washi tape out as like the prompt, and those are the colors you would use. Like close my eyes, pull one out of here, and like if I was to pull this bird one, I could do a page using this washi tape, and I would use those maybe I could do something like
oh,
that.
that would be kind of fun.
Because then that would be, something I could use these for, like because you're right, they're beautiful. I have them because of how pretty they are. This dam anyways, that one there is so pretty. Damsk. Is that what the musical tape? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that might maybe I'll do something like that. Oh, and these somebody gave these are Tim Holtz.
Oh
Uh
yeah,
and I really don't do stuff in that style, but there's only probably a yard of each on there, so maybe,
yeah. That's the thing, and then it becomes like, oh, I know I have those, but those are too expensive to use, so I'd rather
for
not
to
use them.
mask something off, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that because that's just silly to use it for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to meet somebody else that has the same problem with the washing. Yeah, I remember about 2, 3 years ago, I sold it all, gave it away and sold it all. And it's like, I don't use this. And then slowly but surely, I've purchased one here, or I've gotten some through like, the lots of stuff that I buy. So I've gotten it
Mm-hmm.
that way and kept the ones that I liked, and I've slowly but surely building it back up again. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
Here's where I'm working on a new chunky book. I don't know if you've caught any of that. So I'm to the point where I
Mm.
need to sew it
You know, I
together.
I actually prepared this right before, or the cover. I want to make a tiny little journal this cover size.
Oh, cute.
I don't even know. Is it? Let's see.
I like that size.
3 by, or the spine is. I don't know if I will do. It's 1.5 inch spine and 3 by 2.5.
Oh, that's like ATCs,
Yep.
like an ATC size.
Yep.
Cute. Yeah, that's pretty much how almost all mine are that size for the chunky book.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are really cute. Do you have any specific theme or anything for those, or?
It was birds, but it kind of just warped into like this has um it was birds. That's what I started with the stamp. I have this delusion stamp
Oh
set.
yeah, those. Oh, I love
So
those.
I
Those are cute.
stamped those out and painted them with watercolors. And then so that's how it started out. And then I just started adding, other stuff. There's a snail that I thought was really cute. Um, the birds, flowers. I
Oh,
can't I can't go wrong
yeah.
with flowers. And then I had
I
this cute
love
little.
your chunky books. Those are so cute.
I love doing them. They're like something I really enjoy. I thought now that I'm monetized, somebody said, "You're doing another one without me," blah. And I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I will, because they're just so individualized. It's really not something I can teach. I mean, somebody said it perfectly. It's pretty much just like doing ATCs and then you connect them together.
Mm-hmm.
Except some people do all flat ATCs, but I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I will do. I don't want to call it a class, but I'll do a get together. Maybe do a Zoom where we could all kind of chat. So it's
Oh.
not me teaching or anything. It's just us all kind of getting together and sharing ideas on what we can put in our chunky books. So I thought I
Mm-hmm.
had one or two people when I said that, when somebody suggested I do class, I then suggested, well, we could do this Zoom. There was about 2 or 3 people that said, oh, yeah, yeah, I'd come. So maybe I'll set something like that up on when I do
Oh,
my
that
next
would be
one.
really fun.
And we'll do like, because they take me about a week or so to do. But I think if I sat down and said, okay, it might be a long day, but I would
Mm-hmm.
think, within, I've never done one all in one day, so I don't know, but I'm thinking, you could maybe, 6 hours. I know that seems long, but, because there's 10 pages, which is
Yep.
20 pages
Mm-hmm.
front and back, and then you have to do all the layers and they have to dry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So the hardest thing though would be adding all of the glitter and stuff because that stuff sometimes does take a good hour
Yeah.
for the,
Oh, yeah, they do.
like the puffiness and stuff, these kind of paints. And I don't know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could, like I said, teach it because I don't think it's necessarily teachable. Is it? I don't know, Mrs. Gigi.
Yeah, I would say it is, but depending
I
on
mean, I
how
guess
you
some people
wanna.
don't. Yeah, I guess some people don't grasp it, maybe. The layers? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
s
then you do it in a certain way, don't you? You start out with.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I would.
missed it, Mrs. Gigi. I don't know
Uh,
if you were here when I found my list. Remember when I did
you
you
did find it finally. I
well, I did,
remember that.
but I lost it again.
Oh,
I
yes.
went to start making
Okay.
this book and I can't find it again, Mrs. Gigi. I looked everywhere.
What? It took several years for you to find it, and then.
I know, and I swear I put it somewhere special, but I don't
Oh
know where
yeah,
that is.
that's
And
right.
I swear that I told everybody to remember where I put it, and nobody remembers. So I'm
Oh,
blaming everybody else. I'm not blaming myself.
go back on the street. Can't you just
I
go
don't, but
back?
I don't know where it could be. I think it has to be before I went away. Like,
Ah,
so maybe I need to like do. I don't know. That's not a bad idea because I could do watch them fast and then see where I put it because I have searched everywhere for that special
yeah, I
place.
know that you have searched for it like for literally years, and then finally finding it. I could like
I
imagine.
finally find it and then I
Yeah.
lose it again. Do you just not want to
Hmm.
know how much I want to kick myself?
Yeah.
I just was like, I cannot believe I cannot find this thing.
Oh wow,
Ay, ay, ay,
that's beautiful.
I tell ya.
Oh, now my husband is calling. I wonder what he wants.
Is it time for you to go eat? Do we need to show it?
Yeah, yeah, kind of
Gigi's
actually.
hungry. I would say earlier, but I'm afraid if we come on too much earlier, because I come on 10 o'clock, so I'll get up by 9 for me. So if I come on at 9, that's putting me at 8. Ugh, that's pushing it. We can maybe try it, but yeah, we can maybe
Yeah,
try it. We'll talk
yeah,
about
well,
different times and
yeah.
we'll play and see what works best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right,
So,
here, let me show so that let me show yours.
so I had this page left from that earlier project. These were swirly roads of Switzerland, and a place.
Oh,
Let's see, a place you want to visit, and that's the place that I were. So swirly roads, mountains of Switzerland, and that's that.
they do look like Swiss mountains, just
Yeah.
like in the movies.
And then these, I'm just trying out these new
I like
pens.
the roof. They look like
Yeah,
little envelopes. Like those
yeah. Oh, yeah,
it's all happy
definitely.
mail on your roof. It
Mm-hmm,
looks
yeah.
happy now.
Inspired by the Polish. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of the village. I
Oh,
just read it. Yeah, I just read an article about the little village that had all of the 6 or 7 thousand whatever houses was on one road. Yeah, that's just doing something. And then a cowboy and a ghost.
cowboy.
Maybe I'll
Cute.
just do something up here in the corner too. I'll never know. Actually, write the ghost name.
So
Laban.
this is my dream house. I know it's very simple. Yeah, this is my dream house. I looked for all kinds of, I wanted to do,
Ooh.
you know, accessible house. I was hoping to find and do like a collage, but I had no luck in that magazine. And then over here, place I want to visit is Pittsburgh. So that's the skyline. Oh, I need to come down on that one building. That's the skyline. And then over here we have the ghost. So did a ghost with a whatever that is called. So this is the ghost, and I made it a cowboy ghost. And magic is my stars. Starry
Mm-hmm.
magic night. And then the last thing is character. Nope, character. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, animated character, and I decided to make my own cat. He's a blue cat, which makes him animated with the big eye. So I watercolored him. So
Cute.
that was mine, and this is Stickles, so it will make a mess
Mm-hmm.
if I close it. What were the
Really?
prompts? We did 5 weeks worth. One, two,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6 weeks worth. 6 weeks worth. So,
uh,
Kitty Jen, so these we do weekly, but we've been away. So this is what they were. It was magic, place I want to visit, your dream house, character you like in cowboy style. That was a really weird one right there. An animated
mm-hmm.
character and ghost. So you can do that in any style or whatever makes sense to you. All right, Mrs. Gigi's hungry. Her family's
Yep.
like, let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Gigi, for
Yeah,
being
it's
here
been
again.
really, really fun.
I missed you. I'm glad you're back. And if you're just coming in, we are going to change our day. So watch out for that. Make sure that you have our bell rang so that you can catch us when we're live. I will be back today. I'm going to be continuing on and playing, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will be back. So thank you again, Mrs. Gigi. I hope
Oh, thank
everybody
you
has.
for having me.
Oh no, thank you for being here. Oh, and Melissa says, "Nice to meet you, Mrs. Gigi." Melissa
Oh,
Point.
thank you. Nice to meet you too. It's
All right,
always nice to meet
everybody.
you.
Have a wonderful day. Keep spreading love, guys.
Bye.
Bye.